Welcome back to Sunday Night Football. I'm Mark Aziz on the broadcast. We're in GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City as the Kansas City Chiefs take a 20-10 lead over the Detroit Lions. As Harrison Butker kicks it away to Craig Reynolds, and it'll be a return to the 26-yard line. It'll be a 25-yard return for the Detroit Lions. It's been a very competitive football game, even though the Chiefs are up by 10. It's been the difference of a few key plays, a couple turnover on downs for the Detroit Lions, along with the Kansas City Chiefs. However, it's 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line for Detroit. It's their first possession of the second half, as Goff hands it off to Jahmyr Gibbs, who charges through for a gain of 5. Drew Tranquil on the tackle. It'll be a gain of 5 as Jahmyr Gibbs gets the Lions up to the 31 of Detroit. 2nd down and 5. Handoff to Gibbs once more, but the Chiefs are ready for it as a bunch of red shirts swarm Gibbs as he's brought down after just a gain of 2. So, a couple running plays to start off this drive. 3rd down and 3. Goff in the shotgun. 2-by-1 receiver set. Gibbs in the backfield to his right-hand side. Kansas City showing blitz. Hat on a hat. Amon-Ra St. Brown with the completion to get the first down as Goff throws it right over the middle to St. Brown. Trent McDuffie on the coverage, but Amon-Ra St. Brown makes the catch and gives the Lions a new set of downs. Quick throw to Jameson Williams, who gets the first down and plenty more as he's shoved out of bounds by Trent McDuffie. It'll be a 15-yard gain after the quick check down to Jameson Williams and more of a bubble screen, as the Lions get another fresh set of downs. It looks like a busted coverage as Jameson Williams lined up with no one covering him. So he calls out to Goff saying, "Hey, no one's covering me." And Goff says, "I got you." As it looks like a busted coverage on Trent McDuffie, the All-Pro. A handoff to Jahmyr Gibbs, but he's wrapped up by Leo Chenal and Jalen Watson. It'll be a gain of 2. .8:23 remaining in the third quarter. It's 2nd down and 8. Short pass to Jahmyr Gibbs out of the shotgun, but the Chiefs are all over it. And it's Drew Tranquil pushing him out of bounds for a loss of 3. Drew Tranquil charging through the block set up by Brock Wright, the tight end, and forces the tackle for loss. 3rd down and 11. 3 wide receiver bunch on the bottom of the screen. Shotgun. Goff takes the snap and throws a quick pass to Jameson Williams, but Brian Cook is there to tackle him very close to the line of scrimmage. It looks like he'll gain only a 1 yard on the throw, and the Lions are going to have to punt it away. It's 4th down and 10, and the punting unit is there. Jack Fox is there to punt it for Detroit. It'll be Nico Remigio fielding the punt, and it'll be a fair catch on the Kansas City 7-yard line. So it'll be Kansas City ball with the Chiefs leading 20-10 midway through the 3rd quarter. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Sunday Night Football here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. The Kansas City Chiefs lead the Detroit Lions 20-10 as they start on their own 7-yard line. As Mahomes hands it off to Isaiah Pacheco, or Kareem Hunt, I beg your pardon, for a gain of 3. It's Roy Lopez and Tyleek Williams who get the stop there. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Second down and 7. Chiefs are in the shotgun. Mahomes looks to throw, rolls out to his right, throws to Isaiah Pacheco, but isn't able to reel in as the ball bounces off out of bounds. It'll be an incompletion. Pass was intended for Isaiah Pacheco as Mahomes was under pressure as he rolled out to his left. But he was covered by, I believe it was Emick Robertson. 3rd down and 7. Mahomes in the shotgun. Takes the snap. throws, and it's complete to Travis Kelce, who's reeled on down by Alex Anzalone, but not after a gain of 17 to give the Kansas City Chiefs a fresh set of downs. A circus catch from Travis Kelce as he nearly lost it trying to make the catch, but just manages to secure it as he's running to make the 17-yard gain. Mahomes drops the throw, steps up in the pocket and decides to scramble, but he's brought down and tackled. That was DJ Reader. And Alex Anzalone covering him there for the gain of 2. Second down for Kansas City. Second down and 8. Mahomes takes the pass and throws it. Pass was intended for, I believe that was Brashard Smith, but it hits the dirt at Smith's feet as it's incomplete. It'll be third down and 8. So it's third down and 8 for Kansas City. They lead 20-10 with 4:27 remaining in this third quarter. Patrick Mahomes in the shotgun. Isaiah Pacheco to his left-hand side. 3 wide receivers bunched to the left. Mahomes takes the snap. Looks to throw it. Trying to scramble his way out of the pressure as Mahomes tied up right before the first down line. He's short of the line to gain. That was Trevor Nowaski, excuse me. And Alex Anzalone tying up Mahomes. And given how deep they are in their own territory, Kansas City will have to punt it. It'll be Matt Arazia with the punt for Kansas City. As Arizia boots it. And it'll be Craig Reynolds, who fields it. He'll call for a fair catch. Actually, it wasn't Reynolds. It was Khalif Raymond on the punt return. As the Lions will get the ball on their own 19-yard after this break. Welcome back to Sunday Night Football here on YouTube Live. I'm Mark Aziz. It's a 20-10 ball game in favor of the Kansas City Chiefs as the Chiefs punted it away, and it'll be Detroit Lions ball on their own 19-yard line. And it looks like Chris Jones is dealing with some injuries. He's still on the field. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions on their own 19-yard line. Goff, with the play action, throws to David Montgomery, who's got a lot of green grass. David Montgomery charging on into the open field and tackled by Brian Cook after a gain of 23. On a short check down to David Montgomery, Knuckles scampers on through for a 23-yard gain before being brought down by Brian Cook of the Chiefs. First and 10 on the Detroit 43-yard line. Play action. Goff throws it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, who gets the first down after being tackled by, I believe that was Nick Bolton. Gain of 12 for Detroit. It'll be 1st and 10 on the Kansas City 46-yard line for Detroit. Goff in the shotgun. He's looking to throw. Connects with Amon-Ra St. Brown once again, who gets the first down and is tackled by Leo Chenal. An 11-yard gain. So 2 throws to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and the the Lions are on the 35-yard line of the Kansas City Chiefs. Goff in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's looking to throw once again, and he throws a short pass to who else? It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. It'll be a gain of 6. There's a chemistry going on here between Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown, as these two are working together to march down the field at Kansas City to see if they can get a score. 2nd down and 4. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Jared Goff in the shotgun. Jameson Williams on the motion. It's a jet sweep. Williams takes the ball. Williams goes to the sideline and manages to get the first down. Jameson Williams on a 6-yard pass with the jet sweep gets the first down for the Detroit Lions. 1st down and 10 at the Kansas City 23-yard line. They're knocking on the door of the red zone. This will be the last play of the third quarter. Goff under center. Play action. Goff throws it to David Montgomery behind the line of scrimmage, who manages to get on through, charging ahead, barreling into a gang of Kansas City defenders for a gain of 14, and that'll set up 1st and goal for the Detroit Lions going into the 4th. So the Kansas City Chiefs lead the Lions 20-10, but David Montgomery just got them onto the 9-yard line. So we're going to take a short break, as that'll be the end of the third quarter, and we'll give you fourth quarter action here on YouTube Live with me, Mark Aziz. We'll be right back after these breaks. It's fourth quarter action here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri, as the Detroit Lions trail the Kansas City Chiefs 10-20. It's first and goal for the Lions on the Kansas City 9 after a 14-yard completion from Jared Goff to David Montgomery. And the Lions are knocking at the door of the end zone. It's the fourth quarter. And let's see if the Lions are able to come back and make this an interesting game once more. First and goal. Goff in the shotgun. Gibbs to his left-hand side. Goff looks to throw. Completes it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's pushed out of bounds by Noel Williams, the rookie, at about the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 5 as the rookie from Cal, Noel Williams, pushes Amon-Ra St. Brown out of bounds. So it'll be second and goal on the Kansas City 4-yard line. Here's Dan Skipper getting substituted onto the offensive line. Second and goal. Goff in the shotgun. Sam Laporta motions. Goff looks to throw. Heaves it and makes the completion to Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions! Sam Laporta cuts the lead in the back of the end zone. Tiptoe catch. Defended by Shamari Connor. Sam Laporta snags the football and manages to get both feet inbounds in the back of the end zone for the Detroit score. An 8-play, 81-yard drive that took up 4 minutes and 20 seconds as the Lions, pending this point after attempt, will cut the lead 2-3. Point after is good. The Lions trail the Chiefs 17-20. Plenty of time left in the fourth quarter as the Lions hand the ball back to Kansas City as the Chiefs lead 20-17. We're going to take a short break and we'll give you Kansas City possession in the fourth quarter. Come back to Sunday Night Football. The Detroit Lions score after an 8-play, 81-yard touchdown drive to cut the lead to 3 as the Chiefs lead the Detroit Lions 20-17. 14-14 remaining in this ball game as the Lions kick it back to the Chiefs. Nico Remigio fielding the kick return, and he'll be brought down at the 31-yard line. Barnes on the tackle. Chiefs have won 17 straight games with one score from 2023 to 2024, but this year they're 0-3 in one-score games. Their 3 losses are by a combined 12 points. So far, the Chiefs still have a high chance at winning this, as the handoff to Kareem Hunt will only result in a gain of 3. It's second down. Kareem Hunt running to the sideline as Isaiah Pacheco takes his place deep in the backfield. Single back formation for Kansas City. Mahomes under center, drops back, looking to throw, looking for Kelsey. It's incomplete, but flags fly. Multiple flags are on the field. We'll have to see what the referees have to say. And it's a roughing the passer call on Aiden Hutchinson, a 15-yard penalty that'll give the Chiefs a fresh set of downs. And the Chiefs move up 15 yards. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Chiefs on the 49-yard line after the roughing the passer penalty. Mahomes takes the snap and pitches it back to Xavier Worthy, the speedster, who's tackled after a gain of 6. That was Lacey on the tackle. A quick pitch to Xavier Worthy, who broke the record for the world's fastest 40 time in the NFL Combine. A 4.21 40 for Xavier Worthy. This guy's got some wheels to him. It's 2nd down and 4. Mahomes takes the snap. He's looking to throw it. Throws it to Xavier Worthy once again, who has the 1st down and misses some tackles. Xavier Worthy, eventually brought down by Jack Campbell, has a gain of 14. Mahomes looking to his right to look off the defenders, throws to his left where Xavier Worthy is. Worthy managing to shake off Brian Branch and move on up for a gain of 14. It's 1st down on the Detroit 31-yard line. Mahomes throws a quick pass to Smith-Schuster, who's eventually tackled by Derek Barnes, but not until they gain 10 yards to move the sticks. Juju Smith-Schuster, the one-time Pro Bowler from USC. He's been around the league from Pittsburgh to New England. Mahomes, a short pass to Brashard Smith. Brian Branch on the tackle, but it'll be a gain of 8 as Brashard Smith, the 3rd-string running back for Kansas City, has been pretty active tonight. Travis Kelce with the block on Amick Robinson. It's Brian Branch with a little help from Jack Campbell to bring him down, but it's 2nd down and 2 on the Detroit 13. Handoff to Pacheco as he gets the first down and is inside the 10-yard line. First and goal for Kansas City. Chiefs have had a pretty good running game so far. It's been a struggle for them. .88 rushing yards as Pacheco charges on through, but is swarmed by Detroit defenders. Brian Branch and Alex Anzalone leading the charge after a 5-yard run that takes the Chiefs all the way to the 3-yard line. .93 yards rushing for Kansas City tonight. It's 2nd and goal on the 3-yard line. Mahomes under center. Pacheco deep in the backfield. Mahomes looking, throws it out of the end zone. Incomplete. So it's 3rd down and goal. Here comes a very, very integral play at this point of the game. If the Lions are able to hold the Chiefs to a field goal, then they might be able to come back and take the lead. But if the Chiefs manage to score here, it might be wraps. Mahomes in the shotgun. Looks to throw. End zone. Touchdown. Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown wide open for the Kansas City touchdown. Hollywood Brown on the short slant, uncovered, scores for the Kansas City Chiefs. Harrison Butker on the point after attempt. Kick is up, and it is good. So the Chiefs get their lead back to 10 as they lead Detroit 27-17. We're going to take a short break. And we'll be right back with Detroit ball after this. Welcome back to Sunday Night Football. The Kansas City Chiefs lead the Detroit Lions by 10 once again in a 27-17 ball game. 9:30 left in the fourth. Kansas City returns their lead to a 10-point lead after a 9-play, 69-yard touchdown drive that took up 4 minutes and 44 seconds of clock. As the kickoff has happened, it's Craig Reynolds to the Detroit 26 after a 20-yard return. So the Lions will set up shop on the Detroit 26-yard line. It's a two-score game. The Lions are going to need to score another touchdown and get a stop if they want to try and have a chance at taking this game from Kansas City. There's a nice amount of Honolulu blue in Arrowhead Stadium right now, as the Lions, trailing by 10, are ready to make their stand. First down and 10. Goff under center. Handoff to Gibbs. Spin move, but he's wrapped up and tackled in the backfield by Nick Bolton. It'll be a tackle for loss of 3. Nick Bolton has been a menace for the Kansas City Chiefs. One of the better defenders alongside Chris Jones, longtime Chief. Been on the team since 2021. Second and 13. Goff throws, completes it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, who loses it, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be third down. Gain of 3. Third down and 10. Goff in the shotgun. Gibbs to his left-hand side. It's a tight formation. Takes the snap. Drops back. Looks to throw. He's pressured and sacked! It's Charles Omenihu, the 2019 fifth-rounder from Texas, drafted by San Francisco, signed by the Chiefs this past offseason, gets the sack and will force the Detroit Lions to punt it away. So with 7:28 left in the fourth quarter, the Lions are going to have to punt it away. Fox punts it. Remigio tries to return it. Going to the left, getting a big return as he goes past midfield. And it looks like there's a fumble. He loses the football. Lions players are saying it's theirs. Referees say the ruling on the field is that the runner was down by contact. It'll be first down, Kansas City. It is ruled that he is down by contact. It'll be Kansas City ball at the Detroit 49-yard line. We're going to take a short break, and we'll go back to the Chiefs offense after this. It's a 27-17 ball game here in Kansas City as the Chiefs lead the Lions by 10 and have the football. After forcing a 3-and-out from Detroit, Nico Remigio with a big return gets the Chiefs on the Lions' 49-yard line as Isaiah Pacheco runs through for a gain of 5. Brian Branch with the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 5. .640 and counting in this 4th quarter. Time is beginning to not be on Detroit's side. 2nd down and 5 as Mahomes is in the shotgun. Pacheco beside him on his left-hand side as he hands it off to Pacheco, who stutter steps through but is wrapped up by Jack Campbell and company to make it only a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Third down and 3. Mahomes in an empty set. Takes the snap, throws a quick pass to Travis Kelce for the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8. As Kelce, on a very quick slant, secures the pass. And 1st down for Kansas City. .21 for 29 for Patrick Mahomes, 253 yards and 3 touchdowns. Takes the snap and hands it off to Pacheco, who cuts through up the middle. And he takes a hit from Brian Branch. It's Aiden Hutchinson and Tyleik Williams on the wrap-up. But Brian Branch is there as well. Lions are running a skeleton crew in their secondary. Terrion Arnold and Avonte Maddox, DJ Reed, all injured. 2nd down and 5. Mahomes throws a quick pass to Brashard Smith, who's tackled just a yard short of the line to gain. It's a 4-yard pass to Brashard Smith. Alex Anzalone on the tackle to stop him just short of the 1st down. Clock ticking. 3:45 left in the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 1. Mahomes in the shotgun. Handoff to Pacheco to Kareem Hunt, who trucks a defender and charges through past the 20 down to around the 15. Kareem Hunt trucking defenders and forcing Detroit to take their 1st time out. Trucking Rock Ya-Sin, lowering the shoulder and bringing the boom. Timeout, Detroit. We'll be right back. Both quarterbacks have played pretty well tonight. 22 for 25, 194 passing yards for Goff. 22 for 30 and 257 passing yards for Mahomes. Mahomes with 3 passing touchdowns. As he hands it off to Kareem Hunt, who's stymied by the Detroit defense. Only a gain of 2. Jared Goff with 2 passing touchdowns. Detroit takes their second timeout, trying to conserve as much time as possible to give themselves at least a chance to make a comeback of some sort. Next 3 games for the Chiefs are the Raiders and the Commanders before they travel to Buffalo in Week 9. Week 10 is their bye. After the bye, they travel to Denver to face off against the Broncos. Second and 8. Handoff to Pacheco. Charges on through, but the Lions stop him once more. Only a gain of 2. Alex Anzalone on the stop. That's their final timeout. We're going to take one more break, and we'll be right back after that. The Lions have no more timeouts. 3:14 left in this game. Kansas City in the red zone. 3rd and 6. .314 left in the game. 27-17 leads Kansas City. Mahomes takes the snap. Pressure. Sacked! It's Al-Qadin Muhammad run once again. And the Chiefs are stopped. And the Lions have a chance to keep this to a 2-possession game. Al-Qadin Muhammad on the sack, forcing Kansas City to settle for a field goal. It'll be a 33-yard attempt. And Andy Reid is going to use his first timeout for Kansas City, trying to take as much time off the board as he can. Coming up for the Lions next week, it'll be a home game against the 5-1 Buccaneers. Week 8 is their bye week. After their bye week, they stay at home and take on the visiting Minnesota Vikings. After that, they'll go on the road to take on the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday night in Week 11. 2:29 left. It's a 33-yard field goal attempt after the timeout. Harrison Butker on the kick. Winchester snaps. Arizio holds, and the kick is up and good. The Chiefs lead the Detroit Lions 30-17 with 2:26 remaining in the ball game. So it's been a close-ish game. Lions have been trailing for the most of it. Haven't had a lead since they were up 3-0 in the beginning of the game. Although it helps for the Lions to hold the Chiefs to a field goal to keep it only a 2-possession game. But they'll have to run the ball all the way down the field, score, and most likely have to kick an onside attempt if they score. So the Chiefs will kick it away. It's Lovett on the return. And he's immediately brought down after a 22-yard return by Shamari Connor. The Lions sit atop the NFC North at 4-1. The Chiefs are in third at 2-3. Both the Broncos and the Chargers won today. Their records are 4-2. But the Chargers are 3-0 in the division. First and 10 for Detroit. Goff in the shotgun with Gibbs at his right-hand side in the backfield. Goff takes the snap. Flags fly. Pass complete to Sam Laporta, who sheds a tackle and is down just short of the line of gain. It'll be an offside penalty on Kansas City. Chris Jones charged with the offside. Penalty will be declined as it's a gain of 9. .214, 2nd and 1. Chiefs rush 4. Goff under pressure. Rolls out. Has to throw it. Chiefs covered, but they're ruling it an incomplete pass. Pass was intended. Nearest player in the field was Sam Laporta. But Chris Jones coming in. The 6-time All-Pro, 6-time Pro Bowler, leading the charge. That was Derek Nottie on the hit. Excuse me, no, that was Nick Bolton on the hit. Nick Bolton on the hit, and it's 3rd and 1. Third down and 1. Goff looks to throw, throws it right down the middle, and it hits the dirt. Sam Laporta was the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. Do or die for Detroit. Of course the Lions are going for it. They have no choice. Goff in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking. Throws. Incomplete! And the Chiefs get the stop and win the game. That'll all but do it, as that goes through the 2-minute warning. Jamison Williams, the intended receiver, as the Lions turn it over on downs. And with no timeouts remaining, that might as well be ball game. We're going to take a short break. It'll be Kansas City ball after this. It's a 30-17 ball game, and it looks like this game is essentially over, as the Lions have no timeouts and the Chiefs are just going to kneel it out and run out the clock. As Patrick Mahomes tells the fans at Arrowhead to get loud, as the Chiefs have gotten to 500 after their shaky 2-3 start. The Lions suffer their first loss since week 1 after rattling off 4 in a row. It'll just take a couple more kneel downs, and that should about do it. Both these teams are still very good. While Detroit may have come short today, that doesn't discount the fact that they're a 4-2 team. Double the wins than losses. After next week, they'll go on a bye and rest up, and they'll be ready to take on the rest of the season. Kansas City nails it one last time, and that'll do it. All they got to do is wait for the clock to hit triple zeros. And there's a fight that breaks out after the game, as the bench is clear, and there's red and white shirts coming all around trying to break up whatever was going on there. Oh, and they're still going at it, grabbing and swinging. This is a skirmish. The officials are heading off the field. The game is over. I'm not really sure what the NFL will do to address that after the fact. But whatever it was, it's over and done with now. 30-17 is the final here in Kansas City. Brian Branch declining to shake Mahomes' hand after it. It doesn't seem like Brian Branch is very happy about it. Puts a paw on Juju Smith-Schuster after not showing some good sportsmanship, and that's how the fight breaks out. So it was Brian Branch that started it all. But regardless, final score, 30-17. Kansas City is victorious. They get back to 500. We're going to take a short break and we'll address the postgame after this. Welcome to the Sunday Night Football post-game show. I'm Mark Aziz, coming to you from YouTube Live out of Kansas City at Arrowhead Stadium, as the Kansas City Chiefs are victorious in this matchup as they defeat the Detroit Lions 30-17. And it all comes behind Patrick Mahomes' 3 passing touchdowns and the fact that the Chiefs managed to finally get a rushing game going, as they had 112 rushing yards, outgaining Detroit, who had only 98 rushing yards. Now, both teams were pretty good at, passing the ball. 203 receiving yards for Detroit, 257 for Kansas City. Jared Goff had a good game. He suffers his first loss to Patrick Mahomes. Going into this game, Jared Goff was undefeated against Patrick Mahomes, beating him in Los Angeles back in 2018 and defeating him in the home opener back in 2024 for the Kansas City Chiefs, upsetting them on Banner Night. So, The Chiefs come out victorious. They get to 3-3 after starting off 2-3. And this might be the Chiefs' moment to turn it around and make their way back to the playoffs once again. Detroit is 4-2. As disappointing of a loss this is, I don't expect the Lions to really be completely disintegrated by this loss. I believe that they will be totally fine. They'll go on and keep on winning games. They're a very good football game. The combination of Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery in the backfield ensures that they're always going to have a really good rushing attack. They have a good receiving core with Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta and Jameson Williams, who seems to finally be coming into his own this year. So, as disappointing as it is for the Lions to lose this game, they will be just fine. The Kansas City Chiefs, they needed this win. Dropping down to 2-4 would have made things a lot harder for them. But at the end of the day, it's a Kansas City victory. Detroit loses. But I still believe that both teams will be playoffs teams come January. So with that, that'll be all for tonight. Final score is 30-17. Kansas City defeats Detroit. I'm Mark Aziz. Thank you so much for tuning into this broadcast. And we'll be back for Sunday Night Football next week as the Atlanta Falcons come and visit the San Francisco 49ers. So stay tuned for that one. Until then, I'll see you on the flip side.